All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing?
This is the unbiased review coming at you. First one.
Yep, first one.
Singing the praises of Dinesh D'Souza.
D'Zozo. Danish Pazuzu.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Gore. Why does this matter?
All right. Hold on. So before we start this, how filled was your theater, Chris?
I had like 6 people in it.
My theater was half full.
My theater was full.
All right, I got a story to tell before we
Okay.
go in.
Dude, my audience was great.
Oh yeah.
Mine wasn't because I had 6 people and they didn't say anything. But
wow,
before
okay.
I was really scared, but because before we went into that theater, and when I say we, I
Who's
meant
we?
No, it's just me.
Okay.
It's just me. No one wanted
This
to
is
see
a family
the
movie?
Yeah, they took the kids to this one. No, before I got in the theater, I had like a free popcorn for my birthday because my theater loves me, and I got popcorn just for this movie. I don't eat every popcorn for a movie. I got it for this, but before I even got in the concession stand, I looked to my left where the concession stand was, and I saw this Duck Dynasty looking motherfucker on the line. He had the big ass white beard. He had a do-rag on. He had his camouflage pants, straight up from Duck Dynasty. Generic looking motherfucker. I was like, oh no, he's gonna be in the movie. He's gonna be in the movie.
In the movie?
He's gonna be in the movie. Yeah. He shows up. He's like, hey guys, I'm in this movie. I made it. Or something.
Really quick. Set the scene a little bit more. You're already in a bad mood.
Yeah, because Movie Pass didn't work for me again to go try to see Teen Titans Go, which would have been a really weird double feature, but whatever. I mean, I usually do weird double features. I did Hereditary and Incredibles too. So, and this movie's comparable to Hereditary.
No, it's about family though.
It's about family.
Yeah.
And this one's about
Teen Titans.
And those two are about saving the world.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, Danish Pazuzu is all about saving America, which is pretty much the world. Let's not kid ourselves.
Right.
We're the most important people.
Yeah. And Teen Titans go to the movies to see Death of a Nation.
Yeah, go to the polls, like that Hillary joke.
So, Kyle, how reactive was your audience?
Okay, well, first off, my theater was completely filled. I found the one solo spot near the back. It was filled. It was mostly old people.
Yep.
Or white dudes, just
Yeah.
some white dudes.
Mhm.
There was a black guy,
That's weird.
but mostly white guys. It's mostly old white people, but a few like white guys and a black person.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty weird. And I just want to say for the record, I had to pay out of my pocket for this movie
Well,
because Movie Pass was not working.
How much
Movie
did you
Pass
pay?
worked for me, unfortunately.
Well, mine would only work for the 9:30 one, so that's why I had to see it. So that's probably why I didn't have the biggest audience out there.
We got a lot to talk about Movie Pass next episode, though.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be up tomorrow, by the way. Or actually, it should be up
The
later
next
today.
episode, I guess.
This isn't a podcast. This is just
Spoiler
shitting
cast.
This is just shitting on a movie. This is-
So, what was it? Was your audience reactive?
Oh yeah. Whenever, especially in the first 30 minutes, they were very
Yes.
like laughing,
Yep. So
guffawing.
they were laughing so hard at all the fucking shots of like any one of like the Hillary parties.
Oh yeah,
At
when
the-
they're
at, like, when
sad
they
and
were-
shit.
Yeah, and when they had it was like a Snapchat video. I don't know who was that looking sad. Was
Oh, I know who you
I-
talk about.
Yeah.
Yes,
Miley,
I don't know
Miley
his.
Cyrus. It was Miley Cyrus, right?
Well, there was Miley
Oh.
Cyrus, and then that dude that looked like he's a generic Twitter model or.
Yeah. So when that guy was there, was someone in the theater audience just go, where?
Oh my god.
See, that's when you need to start gassing theaters because that's
Dude,
that's ridiculous.
I'm just sitting in the back row. I'm in the back row with one other guy at the opposite end, and we're both like the only. I'm fairly confident he's also there just to fucking watch the movie, just to like.
Yeah,
I want to experience this because he was like around my age. He was also a minority and
Mm-hmm.
just chilling back there. I'm like, all right, you and me, dude. I think we're in this. And dude, I swear the audience was all older people, and they all had fucking like feasts. They had their drinks, they had their popcorn.
Yep. I had my popcorn too. I had my birthday popcorn. I was sitting here watching my birthday movie. Movie pads worked. They didn't pay a goddamn dime.
Movie
Sat
pads
there.
finally worked.
I had the recliner up. I was like, "Hey, let's get this shit going." Dinesh
Dude, but
Peninsula, let's go.
I heard just like chuckling at first, and that guy said the scene. As soon as he yelled, "Wah!" everyone just fucking just all right, yeah, they're all ripping into it. So like every time they would just laugh whenever when that one dude went up said I have no respect for women that voted for it. You just heard someone go, I don't respect you.
I wish I had that. You know, that's like when you go into a Medea movie and the audience is really like, yeah, and that's always fun. Like when I went to go see Acrimony, that was a great time. I know it was a Medea movie, but it was Tyler Perry.
Dude,
I wish I had that. Like, where were those people? I had just boring. I had Duck Dynasty dude who was in my theater, by the way. And he didn't. I thought he was going to say like, sorry, he's going to start off the theater by saying like, I'm a Trump supporter. So I was waiting for it. Like, here we go, something cringeworthy's going to happen. No, he just sat down and watched it and left. I was like, fuck. And yeah, that's
and the applause at the end.
Oh, was there applause after the freaking gospel song?
Yes.
Oh no, there was none in my theater. See, I wish I watched it earlier than that.
Oh. No, you know what's funny? For me, they clapped right after he said, for the second time, he said, so what can we do to end the tyranny of the left? They started clapping after that.
Well, isn't that a thing he says in every one of his fucking documentaries? Cause I don't watch any of them. But didn't he do it for that freaking Obama one, the 2012 one, and he did that for Hillary's America? And
hold up.
He says
and there was that line when Trump got elected. He said, "Partially due to my working."
Oh yeah, because of Hillary's America, which by the way only made like what, $15 million or some shit.
Made $3 million.
No, it made more than that. It made like 15 million or something like that.
I'll check
but
right
no,
now.
everybody hated it. Everybody hated it when it comes to like, if you look on IMDb or like whatever. But I guess because there's those people, everybody that watched that movie and loved it are people that were gonna vote for Trump anyway. So I don't know.
Exactly.
Like,
so
same thing here. The only people that are gonna watch this are people that already no way in hell they would ever not support Trump. And this movie just makes them feel better.
So. We're gonna get super political on this podcast.
No, I'm not, because I don't give a fuck about politics. I just saw this movie because I heard it was bad. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you right here. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about half the time.
No. Okay. Just in very general terms, the movie, like the poster.
Movie. Yeah.
And the
this poster right fucking here.
Sorry.
This poster looks like an Uwe Boll movie. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's writing. There's fucking.
Y'all were telling me about this. I heard about the Hillary's America and stuff, but I never looked into it because, like, you guys know, like before this year, I didn't really. Before like last year, actually, I wasn't following movies too much.
Right.
So I didn't know what those were. And so I heard this. I heard you guys mention this as a documentary. I looked at this. I was like, "What the fuck is this Is this like a fucking shitty war movie or something?"
Yeah.
Right.
I swear, like they showed like the Great Wall. I would have thought it's a fucking like Chinese movie of like some.
Oh, with Matt Damon. If Matt Damon showed up and started fighting giant lizards, I would have been like, "All right, well, that makes sense to me."
So, I'll put this out there. I'm
gay.
a centrist, and I know there's not many of those. Like I'm like fucking straight down the middle, and like it's funny because our buddy Sam was talking to me, and he's into politics, and we're talking. And he's like, I think I forget what it was. It was a couple of years ago. I was like, I think I'm just right down the middle. He's like, no, dude, there's no such thing as centrist. I was like, I don't know, dude. They take this test. All right, did it? And he's like, what the fuck? I was like, what? He's like, you're in the fucking middle. So like straight up, and I'm down the middle, and like. Putting this out there, and this isn't applying to you guys, obviously, but like, I think whenever I get into like debates, that's a stretch of a fucking word too. Whenever I get into like any sort of discussion about politics with anyone, I have infinitely easier times with the right than I do with the left.
Okay.
Because we've talked about this. Like whenever like I had on Twitter some fucking girl claimed that I'm a fake profile and that I found a fake picture of me, and I'm like, bitch, I've had this profile longer than you've been on here, I'm sure. And I have like content all over the internet for the past like 8, 9, 10 years. Yeah, I've made up my fucking name and found a fucking fake picture. I've had that claimed to me multiple times because of my views. Because I'm not even like I didn't vote for fucking Trump. I don't fucking like him, but I didn't vote for him that way. But like people think that because I'm not like hardcore left that I'm not with them. So like, but like whenever I talk to like someone on the right, it's like kind of easier to talk to them. I've had multiple conversations where like they sound like goddamn idiots, like as both sides do.
Right.
And I'll be talking to them, and then eventually like, oh yeah, that was a good conversation. I'm like, cool. Whereas like I feel like I can't talk to the left sometimes because like if I can't agree with them, then I'm a fucking idiot or I'm wrong. And the thing with this movie is it capitalized that like to a fucking millionth degree, where it was like these people, this is that. And I was saying to Chris right before he got in the call, like literally a couple seconds before he got in the call, Kyle, is this is what caught my attention about the movie. Say what the fuck you want. Welcome to America. Freedom, do whatever the fuck you want. But like, if you're trying to actually make a piece of informative like documentary, which he's not, obviously, like this is not
this is
whatsoever.
This is propaganda.
This is propaganda to appeal to a certain side, and he knows his market, and he's making money off them. Say what you will.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that bugs me, and like, and especially these times where like the nation's like straight up divided, like we're kind of fucked up right now.
He's only focusing
and if
on
you
one
want
side.
Yeah, but the thing that bugs me is he tries for like a quarter second to make himself sound right. Like
when he's talking to that Richard fucker, right? Whatever his name is, I fucking hate him. I knew he was the guy that ran the alt-right or whatever. At least that's how they describe him in this.
A lot of people say he's what brought the alt-right to the mainstream.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Even peeled back like at the very beginning, he's like. When you're saying like how nations fall, it's because we're divided and we gotta sit together. Yeah, you spend fucking like the entirety of your movie shitting all over these people.
The entire movie.
And yeah, the left side's kind of fucked up right now, and they can get kind of extreme. But like prodding at the bull and like finding that extreme with making yourself look pristine as if nothing has ever happened in the history of your party. Ever.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the fucking issue.
Hey, like, they freed the slaves.
Yeah.
They freed Adrian. They freed the slaves.
The Democrats didn't want that.
They didn't want. Democrats are fucking evil. And guess what? Hitler would have been a Democrat if he was over here. He was the same thing.
He was progressive.
He was progressive.
He would have been SJW.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. He would have been that. He would everything that like the left or I'm sorry, the right don't like. That rhymes. Wait, does it? No, it doesn't. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Hitler supports the left.
I just lost my train of thought with that. Fuck it. There you go.
Hitler supports the left is basically the movie. Yeah. It's just on that area.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah.
Side note, just one funny thing is when they were having that Hitler suicide thing. Which side note is so totally inaccurate.
Yeah, I know. Didn't they both take cyanide?
They both took the pills.
There's actually, I was reading this today. There's actually been information the last couple of years that Hitler actually made it out of Germany.
Oh.
So there, whatever. Either way, it's inaccurate.
Oh, but it's like dinosaurs have feathers. Like, come on, man, update your shit.
I will say for both the suicide and the guillotine. I was like, there's 0% chance they show this on screen because you can't afford special effects.
Right. Yeah. Well, also it's a PG movie, isn't it?
That little blood on the wall.
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be PG, right? Like did
it make PG?
I think it's PG-13. I don't know. I mean, if you showed someone shooting themselves in the head and someone getting their head decapitated, that would have been rated R though.
Yeah, it had to be PG.
There was no cursing though.
I'm sure it's PG-13 because I'm sure that's their
probably.
Yeah, they bleep out. They bleep out the curse words.
Yeah, someone says pussyfooting. I'm surprised they let that happen.
That's how 8th grade got fucked.
Yeah.
This movie.
Learn a lesson.
You know what I love? 8th grade is like a really like heartfelt like depiction of someone in 8th grade and how they have to go through their own troubles, and that's rated R. This movie is about like destroying, like just dividing people completely and trying to destroy the country. And it's PG-13. You can see, hey, your 13-year-old can go see it. It's fine.
It's just so gross that it's built for money because he's just pandering to them. He's like, I know this is what you guys like. I know you guys hearing that you guys are right. I get it. And I'm just gonna make money off you guys. That's what this is. It's like I'm gonna make money off you guys.
It's like an Adam Sandler movie, except way more damaging.
Adam
Sandler just does the same shit over and over again, and everybody loves it because he just does the same shit. All of his fan base love it because it's the same stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what it's his shtick. That's what he's good at. That's whatever. I want to make fun of I want to make fun of what we were saying before. Is that he walked across the country in this movie?
Yeah, all he does is walk.
All right, I feel like the Danish Pazuzu fucking watched maybe like before he started making documentaries. He watched like one documentary and it had that thing where someone's walking a lot.
Shot where
they always walking and looking off in the distance. Yeah, and he's just like, that's what a documentary is. I got to do that in every one of my fucking documentaries. So he just goes around and looks at stuff, and then his voiceover, which by the way has the most annoying fucking voice, just talking about like, this is where Hitler used to eat stuff, and this is where I don't know, Obama created the KKK. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but I swear, I wish he said that. That would be hilarious.
Here's where the Nazi Germany had a meeting, and it's weird because they fade into like a picture of where he's standing.
That was the only the only thing I liked is that editing was good, but I just wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't in this fucking movie.
Yeah. The funny thing is, though, he fades into Hitler, like where he's standing at. The picture that he fades into.
Yeah, when he's like doing the speech.
Hitler was standing.
Yeah, where he's doing his speech and stuff. He was just standing right there. I was like, oh, that's good. Yeah. Maybe that was the editor that did that. It was just like he wanted to play like a trick on Danish peninsula, and said like, "Ooh, I'm gonna put him right where Hitler was standing."
I can't wait for the end of this where it's Danish penis at the end.
Dangle penis. That's his name. I'm not saying his fucking name. Fuck him. I know how to pronounce it. I'm not doing it.
I don't know. Like at like the same token, it's like I'm not saying I agree with any of this movie really. The only thing I will say is that I understand that the right doesn't really get too much media. Does that make sense? Like
Fox News?
No. Like in terms of like movies.
Sure.
But
I guess
how many movies do you see about the left though? I
feel like more movies are progressive. Like I feel like movies like I don't know why this is the one that came to my head. Like Love, Simon, right? They're more progressive. They're more like
okay, all right. I know you. I thought you meant documentaries.
No. I'm saying like those kind of movies, right? I guess these ones are more like they're the ones that are more about God and war driven, right? Those are the only two that I think of. Like it's like I can think of like American Sniper being patriotic, right? Those are the kind of movies that they get.
I was going to bring up Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood makes those kinds of movies.
Yeah, like 1517 was pretty much that, right? It was just
exactly.
like, look at the American boys. Yeah. Oh, they're good boys.
American heroes.
But they saved all those people in Paris. Good boys.
That's what I'm saying is that...
Which they did, so, that's good.
No, that's whatever. But I'm saying is like, the right side, the only times they ever get their kind of like movies are war movies, right? Are war movies, or I guess fucking religious movies, right?
Religious movies. When it comes to religious movies, there's a lot of those. Just like, you need to respect Jesus.
But those are the only
put them in your heart, love them.
That's whereas like the left side, you got feminist movies, you got LGBTQ movies.
I think there's a good reason for that though, is because even if they made a movie where it's like we shouldn't have gay people marry or something, that movie would be trashed. No one would see it. Even I don't even think alt-right people would see it. They would be like, "Yeah, I know. I ain't gonna see it. I already know that."
Right.
But when you have a movie where it's like free love and stuff, you can make it about other things and stuff.
More left.
Yeah,
views.
But not even that. Movies also do a good job, especially like Love, Simon, of showing other things. Like, it's not just about like, oh, he's gay. That's it. It's about a kid who's going through the motions or whatever. And there's comedy and there's stuff like that. But like, I guess I can't think of one movie that would be more like alt-right and
I'm not even saying alt-right. I guess.
No, I know what you mean. But closer to that.
I guess, and this is a total like shot in the dark and like totally a judgment call, which is totally off base. But I'm just gonna say is I think maybe that I think the liberal minds are more creative.
Okay.
They can kind of make a more progressive approach to their movies, which is why we'll get more like movies like the LGBTQ movies and stuff like that. I feel like that their minds are kind of moving forward to like where they want to be at, and that's why they can make those movies. Whereas like I feel like the right, and again, not making a full like blanket statement. I know some of the right's definitely cool with like gay movies and stuff like that, but I feel like they're set where they're happy how their lives are, right?
Right.
So like there's no need to create more off of that. Does that make sense? Like where they are, they're content where they're at. So what movies do you write about being content?
I can't think of one.
Well, this movie's clearly not content and wants you to do something about it.
Oh, how about like a guy that I'm giving the alt-rights like an idea. Like, how about a guy that like learns that like he doesn't go to the left, but he learns the alphabet. And he doesn't skip the letters he thinks are racist. G. Never mind. That's better.
Hold up.
Wait. So, can we talk about Hitler?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. I want to cling out of this idea really quick. Okay. Kyle, you just said right now that
you're gay.
They want you to do something, but do they though? Because
they literally make a mission statement.
Yeah, at the end.
They literally say it. What can we do to stop the tyrannical left?
What can we do?
That's his thesis.
He should have had Uncle Sam pointing at us saying that.
But didn't they answer that almost like you let them collapse in on themselves?
He said point out the truth. He thinks this is the truth, so he says bring out more of the truth that will let everyone know that even Democrats are Nazis, Democrats are evil.
Well, and also remember at the end he like says if you want to know more about all this stuff that I've been telling you,
check out our website.
Check my website, which every movie that does that is a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Let me just
Now this is next to Devil Inside.
Yeah, Devil Inside, which they're both very similar movies if you think about it. But actually, Devil Inside was more well filmed. But
this movie is terrible in terms of editing, in terms of filmmaking. It's terrible.
That's why I wanted to see it, because I heard when it comes down to the filmmaking, it's fucking horrible. Like,
it really
when they do. By the way, if you do not know, most documentaries don't do this because it's fucking stupid. But this documentary does a lot of reenactments. Which I was actually surprised about, because I heard there was a little bit in Hillary is America, but not like a ton.
A lot of it's reused. Like a lot of the reenactment footage is reused. Like the guillotine thing. Apparently that is like completely reused.
Oh well, that
from
makes
Hillary's
sense.
America.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. He probably couldn't find another guillotine. Jesus Christ! But yeah, there's scenes of Hitler making Nazis drag Jews into a train. There's shots of Abraham Lincoln just in a field talking, saying his speech.
Obviously, like all
the worst. By the way, the worst fucking Abraham Lincoln look-alike, quote unquote, I've ever seen. Because first of all, he had the fakest looking beard too. And he's on the poster too, by the way. He's fused with Trump. By the way, Trump is not a main focus of this fucking movie at all. He's on the poster, just like I heard Hillary's America is the same thing, where it's like he mentions Hillary like once, and then he's just like, fuck Democrats, fuck Democrats, fuck Democrats. Like,
but it's for nothing. And the movie's description, like the movie's synopsis is, this documentary draws parallels between Abraham Lincoln's presidency and the presidency of Donald Trump. That happens for like 10 seconds of the movie. And when it's 109 minutes.
Yeah, when it happens, though, it's not drawing comparisons. It's just saying, like, Abraham Lincoln saved all the slaves and stuff.
Hopefully Trump can do the same.
Yeah, hopefully Trump could do something like this. Bring our nation together. Like, what the fuck?
It had the absurdist idea of, what did it say? It said,
I don't remember because
Lincoln has a lot of, Trump has a lot of the same traits as Lincoln did. He just has to pull up. He has to like push a little bit harder, something like that. I'm like,
how does he have the same Trump? Did Abraham Lincoln go and insult and assault woman? Yeah, did he grab some pussy? Did he grab Mary Todd's pussy?
He had Twitter rampages.
Yeah, Twitter. Ye old Twitter.
he would send out letters by night at like 2
carrier pigeons
in the morning.
Carrier pigeons.
Yeah.
Oh man, what was it? The Pony Express, was that before or after Abraham Lincoln died? I don't know history. I don't know shit. He invented it. If he didn't, if it wasn't already around. He was in so many feuds. You have no clue.
Yeah, so that synopsis is complete horseshit. The movie is literally just attacking Democrats. Since it appeals to conservatives, hardcore conservatives, I get that's their thing, but that's literally what the movie is comparing Democrats to Nazis and just horrible people. They're horrible
horrible people. And it keeps showing footage of all these the left people, the people that are supporting Hillary over Trump in the beginning, where they're just like screaming and yelling. And they keep cutting back to Trump supporters that are like calm and cool and collected.
Yeah, see,
like
that's not issue.
True at all.
That's the issue I have with personally with the left. It's like y'all, if y'all chilled, like this movie would never have been made.
Yeah, well,
but the thing is, he's clearly taking a point of view because. There were no like bad Republicans or anything like that.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's pristine, and like, I don't want to give it credit at all. If it ever wanted credit, if it ever wanted to be an actual thing, which it didn't want to be. Again, it's a cash grab it's a cash grab for the people that are obviously going to buy into it. So I mean, he doesn't give a shit. Yeah. But if you wanted to be like that. The way you'd offset it is you have to give yourself some faults. That's how documentary should work. If you're trying to be like that, you gotta be a little unbiased to gain your support. That's the way you gotta kind of trick them. It's like, hey, we're wrong here, but these people are wrong here. So at least we're admitting it. But I mean, he made everything look so pristine. Like, all right, and then Trump's being inaugurated. Good old times. Wait, look, there's a riot.
Yeah. And showing all these people getting hurt, and I bet some of them were probably people on the left. He just showed people getting hurt. Like, there could have been people on the left there. How would he know? Exactly. How would he know exactly what that person with the blood on their face is?
And I just want to point out the talk with Richard Spencer is like the most like eye-opening because
Richard Spencer's a nutcase.
He is a terrible human being.
Yeah, he
is. The thing with this movie is Dinesh actually like points out this is the closest he gets to what Adrian was saying, basically pointing out faults of them because he talks to Richard Spencer, who's part of the alt-right. He's like the main figure of the alt-right, and by the end of the conversation, he's basically like, "Yeah, alt-right
only white people
are bad, basically, but you know what? Richard Spencer is actually a progressive. Like he's a puppet for the progressives to make right conservatives look bad."
Yeah, and he's like, oh, only white people should be allowed in this country. I'd only let white people from South America. What do you say? Like white people from South America should be allowed to come to America. Nobody else though. And he's like talk about like how Dinesh, even though he's technically an American citizen, he would have to go into immigration. Re-immigration. And he told him right to his face, like, yeah, you'd have to go through re-immigration. Even though he's already he's a legal citizen of the United States, you'd still have to do it just because he's Indian. All right, cool.
Yeah, so he tries to dismiss the alt-right as basically not being why Trump got elected, which is probably true, but still, he tries to completely ignore that facet and just says, oh, they're part of the progressive, which is absurd. Because at Richard Spencer's rallies, you have people saying "Hail Trump" and doing the salute and stuff.
Salute, yeah.
So Dinesh somehow makes it try to seem like, oh, he's really a progressive, like he's closer to a progressive, so he's not part of us.
He's a good guy, even though he wants to put me back in India, but he's a good guy.
See, that's the fucking and that's the fucking shitty thing about the country and what he's doing, because he's. If you really dissect it, this guy's a fucking straight up asshole for just splitting things even more, right?
He's a troll.
But he is 100%.
He's a turd.
And but the shitty thing is, when you really dissect it, is that like him doing this is kind of like showing, hey, we're really not that split apart as a nation as we should be, because he's pandering to the right, saying, you guys, we're progressive, you know, we're moving forward, we care about everyone so much. It's like, hey, the left does too, but like y'all just can't see that, you know? It's like he's feeding them the exact same things that the left likes hearing too, because everyone wants to be progressive, but like they both think they're like not trying to be. Does that make sense? Like,
sure.
They're both going for the same goal, but they act like they're not. And this guy's like totally like feeding it to them, but also feeding the idea that they're not. Like he's just furthering it more. But like it shows his cards too. If you really want to dissect it, that hey, it's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, yeah, everything he says in this fucking movie is just either the dullest shit or the most obvious shit or
insane shit.
It's like 90% insane shit, 5% yeah okay, and 5% like I'm so fucking bored. And really, that 5% of being bored also mixes with the 90% insane shit, because at a certain point, when you just hear someone babble on about their insane shit, you just start just like, oh god.
Yeah, at some point it's fascinating. At some point.
Yeah. I would say the first half of this movie was fascinating until it like gets to its 15th ending. Where it just it keeps fucking when that first musical section happened, which is there's musical sections here, which is all about
singing, right?
The first with the white woman singing, I was like, all right, this is gonna be where it ends, right? It's a good 80 minutes.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Because documentaries usually like a documentary like this, especially one that's just pandering and making money, that's all it fucking cares about. 80 minutes, okay, that's what I figure. But this movie's like almost 2 hours long. What the fuck? It's a documentary. I bet that Mr. Rogers documentary is not even this long. I had, you know what? There was 3 great documentaries that came out this year. The 3 Identical Strangers? Yeah, the 3 Identical Strangers. Right, that was a documentary. Isn't it? I thought it was. Whatever, fine. Maybe 2. You got the Mr. Rogers one. You got that Whitney one, which I heard was great. And
RBG or RGB.
That's another one. So there's been a lot of great documentaries, and the only one my theater fucking got was this one. This shit heap of a fucking movie.
Yeah, well, hold on. So you think that's the end? The first musical, Dianu, and he tries to like make like a final statement, and then it goes to the scene with the woman who's like, oh. She's like
way too long.
Yeah, went on way to this reenactment of this woman who knew about how horrible Hitler was before everyone knew.
Can I just say one thing? Yeah, she knew about Hitler and whatever. She was trying to.
And then he compares her to himself. Like,
that's what I hated. Because he was convicted at one point. That's why he's making that comparison. He visited her grave like he gives a flying fuck about that woman. Also, can I just say about one thing? I feel bad for the actors. At least I think I feel bad for the actors that play all the like Hitler and Abraham Lincoln and that girl that gets beheaded.
Not explicitly tied to the Trump.
Yeah, because I have a feeling he probably just hired these actors or whoever did the casting. Probably just said, "Hey, we're doing maybe like a short thing," or maybe they even tell.
Yeah. No. I felt bad for the gospel singers.
Oh yeah, I felt bad for them too. Oh yeah,
that
definitely.
Was weird.
Yeah. Because
that's exactly what I was thinking the entire time. I was like, you guys don't even know what fucking movie.
Well, by the way, I felt bad for the one in the front because it looked like she was having a stroke while singing. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Now, Gord.
She's a good singer, but fuck. They kept doing a close up on her face, and she was like, oh, like Jesus, you okay, girl? Yeah. It was a good way to end it, though. I got a couple laughs, so there you go.
Wait, Gord, you do know that this movie and Hillary's America and Obama's 2016 was not completely directed by Dinesh.
Yeah, I know.
This is also co-directed by Bruce Schooley, who I have a pretty good inclination that he did all the reenactment scenes.
Bruce Schooley?
Bruce Schooley.
Okay, who the fuck is that?
I don't know, but I'm pretty certain he did the reenactment.
It sounded like he was like someone. Like, oh yeah, Bruce Schooley.
And Dinesh did all this stuff where he's walking around and he does the shitty little
whenever
interviews.
Dinesh is like on screen, that's the shit he did. And everything else was just like Dinesh probably told him like, hey, film a Hitler thing, make Make sure he does this in the scene. Or hey, film an Abraham Lincoln thing. Make sure he does his popular speech. Hey, they do this. Hey, do that. Like
yeah.
Like, and then they filmed it, and the actors probably didn't know what they were filming. They're probably just like, all right, I'm doing a reenactment of Abraham.
Could be a Lifetime or
could be a commercial. Could be a commercial. Like some of them could, like not the Hitler stuff, but like Abraham Lincoln easily could have been like a commercial.
Yeah,
like for Ford or some shit. Who knows? Like it's just they have those weird ass car commercials where it's just someone talking and it's like a car. Buy it. I'm like what?
Yeah. So, do you remember that one weird ass editing part where it was like when he's talking to the Nazi doctor's son? He's like, let's hear from the Nazi himself. And he cuts to like a white guy, like a conservative white guy.
Oh.
And and when he's talking about the Nazi, he meant he was talking about the Nazi's son.
Yeah.
But the cut, when he says that, is to this conservative white guy who's questioning the Nazi doctor's son.
Do you remember in the beginning of the movie when they were doing the montage of people like reacting to Trump's presidency?
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple parts where I swear Dinesh thought he was being clever here, and he really thought people didn't, because like sometimes like he would cut to people.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
He would be like, yeah. So he would show the fucking live news saying like, all right, so what do you think a projection is now?
And then there would be a pause.
He'd think he'd be cool. He'd be like, all right, if I just cut here, they're gonna
think he had nothing to say.
Really, there's
a delay. There's a delay because it's a fucking news program, and I swear to God that he thought he did it like 3 times in that montage. Yeah. Oh, that right there made me fucking want to goddamn F5 him to the fucking. That's a wrestling move.
And also, a lot of those clips.
Don't worry, it's a pattern, Matt.
Were clearly from YouTube because they had the watermarks, and a lot of them were like really low quality for some reason.
They showed, some obviously. They even showed that one now what become a meme. The one guy that just like gets on his knees and starts screaming. You know, that one guy at the Trump presidency rally or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. They even showed that. They showed like obvious shit, like
they showed the Young Turks, which is from I did a compilation.
Was it? Because I was gonna say that segment's kind of funny to me.
What?
No, it is. That compilation is funny on YouTube, but it's clearly from YouTube because the edited compilation that has a lot of views. I recognize the music because I've seen that video a few times. Oh, and the music that's playing in the movie was from the video, so it's clearly he literally just took the video from YouTube.
Well, he probably got permission, I'm assuming.
Well, sure.
He still didn't do any fucking work.
Permission from the Young Turks.
Yeah, that's true. But
I will say again, and I'm like I said, just being essential to me. I'm not trying to defend him, but I'm trying to defend just like points here.
Sounds like you're defending. Sounds like you're a righty.
Yeah, you caught me.
Oh, hang him!
What the fuck?
What? We don't do guillotine anymore. Now we do hangings. Us Democrats are weird. We still use the guillotine. Fuck
those moments in the media. Yeah, I think this is again. I think this is the whole reason why Trump got in office is those parts of the media where it was like, hey. What was it? Like the first one they showed where who do you think is gonna win? I think Trump's gonna win, and everyone's like started laughing at her. I'm like, that's the reason why he won.
Well, and also, sorry.
No, you're gonna go for it.
Okay, so there's the whole like montage where it's people like, oh, Trump, he ain't gonna win. He ain't gonna win.
Fuck that guy.
And the point is to make them look stupid because he obviously gets elected.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that were.
After that montage, Dinesh literally says, I didn't think Trump was gonna win. Well, then what the fuck? Then what's with this clip? Why are you making them look stupid? You're just as fucking stupid. And
you're stupid too.
Was.
I didn't think he was gonna win. And you know
what?
I
didn't think he was gonna win either.
You know what? I'm gonna take credit for it because of my movie.
I genuinely like no bullshit. I genuinely want to like post somewhere where the people who love this movie and have a civil conversation and be like, what did you like about it? Because obviously, like it's pandering to like it's stroking the ego. Like, hey, you guys won. We're right, so this is what we like about it. But I'm curious, like, when we point out nitpicking things like that, like the delay, for example, I think that's the one, like, big alarm for bullshit, where it's like, I'm curious if it's, like, is that more comedy to them and they don't give a shit, or is that, like, actually something that would get like I'm curious because like I said, I like to engage sometimes to like still like see where they're at, even if it's like the most like hardcore left side, like, hey, fuck every Donald Trump voter.
Hey,
I still want to engage with them, be like, I'm like, yeah, I still want to just engage with people. So I'm curious. I genuinely I'm curious if it's a good idea or not. If I should just like post somewhere and just see if I can have a car. Like I said at the very beginning of this, I've had better luck talking to the right than I have with the left. So maybe it'd be something because the what was it, the audience score? Isn't the audience score for this like
89%?
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean anything.
Audience score does not mean.
Then it could have been people on the right that haven't even seen the fucking movie, just like, oh, okay, I love that movie.
But also, people who would pay money to this are usually because we're weirdos. We just paid it to make fun of it.
We're dumbass.
Most
There's
people
only
who
like
are
10
seeing this
reviews
movie,
for this, so obviously we're dumb. We're good.
But anyways, the people who paid to see this movie obviously knew what they were getting into and obviously support the message. So it's like, well, since the whole movie banks on it being a bunch of points by this one crazy motherfucker that somehow people like their opinion or they agree with, that means that they're going to like the movie.
Yeah. Right.
So it's
I'm so curious to like ask them like what it was, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, is Dinesh like?
Well, that's it.
Maybe they think Dinesh is just so charismatic, or maybe he has a way with words.
Filmmaking stuff.
They think he's a cutie pie. I don't know. Fucking. Maybe they just really like the cinematography.
It's to make them feel justified.
Yeah, it could be literally, like as I was saying earlier, it could be as simple as they liked it because that's all they really have going off of them, like for the last couple of years, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's true, then they should just get together and talk about it. Besides, go to a movie and just like scream at the screen, going, "Yeah, that's right."
And the movie could have just been a video.
That Indian guy sure knows what I'm thinking. Good job, Danish Kazuzu. You nailed it.
It wouldn't have made money if it was a YouTube essay, though.
That's true. That's true. And somehow Dinesh
it'd be like
has penetrated the movie theater systems where he can get his dumbass motherfucking movie.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part that like that bugs me is that it's not for anything. No one's understanding that this guy is just making it for money.
Yeah,
he's a hack.
He's a hack. He's not a good documentarian too. When he actually does interviews with people, he did one okay interview, and that was with Richard whatever, because he stayed cool. Richard, I don't care. I don't want to know his name. Dick, I'll call him Dick because that's short for Richard. And
there you go.
He's a dick. So when he did the interview with Dick, compared to the other ones, he was just talking to us like. He talked to the one like Jewish guy, and he talked to like a few people. He talked to like a German historian, I think.
He talked to a Jewish, he had like some part in a Jewish museum, right?
Was he like a priest or something? Right. Like, wasn't they in a church and he had like a priest thing on?
Yeah, and all the other interviews are basically, hey, aren't the Democrats like Nazis? And they're basically like, yep. That's basically how the interview.
You nailed it, Dinesh. Really they should have high-fived. Like, hell yeah, fuck those Democrats, bro.
Yeah, whereas he's kind of like getting on Richard Spencer's nerves. Like he's kind of like pushing him to actually answer stuff.
That was basically interesting.
Like, oh, you are doing this stuff that makes you look pretty bad by doing this Sieg Heil and all that stuff.
Yeah, so that was interesting. He actually asked questions that actually we got an answer. That where the other one's just like him just like agreeing with Dinesh. I'm like, all right,
yeah,
dinner.
Yeah. Dinner.
I'm not hungry.
Yeah. But, and the funniest quote from someone that wasn't Dinesh is Richard Spencer when he says he could have a good conversation with Malcolm X. That was pretty cool.
I think I'm
sure
right
Malcolm
here.
X and you see eye to eye, bro.
Oh yeah, of course. You obviously don't like black people. There's no way you do. He
said he's a white supremacist, and then he had the gall to say, "Yeah, man, I'm not a Nazi. I didn't mean to do that. It just came out." Yeah, saying Heil Hitler.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Whatever.
That's fine.
Yeah, who doesn't Heil Hitler sometimes? You know, I'm on the toilet the other day. I was just like, Heil Hitler.
But I'm not a Nazi, guys.
I did a dance. Fuck. I wish I saw Teen Titans.
Teen Titans didn't have hot ass CGI though.
You know what? The cars you're talking about.
The car.
Holy shit!
The smoke when they were burying the body.
Yeah, the smoke. Also during the Civil War section where they're showing them. Yeah, that was bad too. I know you talk about when they're burning the bodies of Hitler and what's her name?
Yeah, you saw smoke in the background.
Yeah, but there's a part later on when they're showing like parts of the Civil War, and you just see like smoke, just like this shitty smoke effect, just like hit the ground. I was like, what the fuck was that supposed to? What was that? That was horrible. You kidding me? I've seen better YouTube videos from people that just joined YouTube. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's that one video we love that no one knows? Two is Crowded? That had better effects. That had better lighting, too.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, Two is Crowded, it's called. Look up Two is Crowded. Have a fun time if you can find it. But, yeah, what'd you say, Kyle?
No, I'm moving on.
No, you said something. I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. So
I think we hit most of the points. This movie is incoherent. It's rambling as fuck. It's just a bunch of different points he's making that doesn't tie together.
It's vomited propaganda, and it's aimed at an audience that wants to know that they're progressive, but they're not getting that from other people. They need a validation, and to their credit, like. I think politically, I feel like no one gives them credit whenever they do something right. So now it's just kind of like just someone acting out, you know, like they want some sort of like, hey, you're doing good, and that's why this motherfucker's doing this. Is trying to fucking make them. He's just trying to like make them feel good, but take their money about it.
Trump ain't gonna watch this.
Yeah. And he wants to be all buddy boy Trump because he has nothing bad to say, like zero bad things.
No, he thinks Trump is going to be a messiah of Republicans.
Yeah, he is the Abraham Lincoln. He literally compares.
Look at the poster.
But the funniest part is he almost criticizes him. Almost. He says, like he mentions the racism aspect, and then he goes off on how Democrats are racist and they're all there's one part I need to talk about. But he says that we all knew going in that Trump wasn't a choir boy.
Oh,
that's all he says. That's all he says.
Yeah, he was a choir boy.
That's such a fucking discredit. Right? And it's like that he tried to make a blanket statement to cover his ass on all fucking.
Yeah, that's it. He just said one thing.
I criticized him.
Well, he had to save all the rest of the movie so he can make Hitler as Democrat jokes.
Yeah,
not jokes, but. Actually, he might think they're jokes. I'm not even sure. I don't know what this guy's humor is. He might think that's funny.
And another great thing
this might be a comedy.
Is how Dinesh, you know, the whole movie is basically Democrats are Nazis. Like, they're literally Nazis. Hitler would agree with the left. But the funny part is he basically insinuates that the left are worse than Nazis because he says, you know, Hitler wasn't actually homophobic. He just did that. He just persecuted them. He didn't even say. He didn't even talk about Hitler persecuting and killing them in death camps. He literally said, "Oh, he had to arrest somebody who was gay, but it wasn't because he was gay, guys." So, but the left, they're homophobic and they just do it to save their ass to pretend that they like them. Yeah. And the another part is, you remember that reenactment scene where the Nazi people are like writing the Jewish family line, like, "Oh, what makes someone Jewish?" And then they base it off the American how we categorize someone who is African. It's like one step down, and then like, you know, even the Nazis weren't as racist as Democrats made the decision to categorize.
You know how many black people we've put in death camps in this country so far? Yeah, they got a point. Totally.
He's just a scam artist.
Yeah, we know this.
And this is gonna be a fucking phrase. He gets away with it because of who he is. If it was a white guy doing this,
yeah.
Game over.
If this was Richard, what's his name? Richard
Spencer. No one would see him.
If Richard Spencer made this
would not get in theaters.
No, this would be on his YouTube channel, and then taken down for hateful shit.
Because of his heritage.
Because it's what's in him, like saying, you know, I came here from wherever the fuck.
Yeah.
And
India.
You know, he's trying to make he started off immediately like that with, here's my backstory.
Yeah,
because
was a kid.
He knew
was always interesting.
Because he knew that that's how he's going to be able to get it. Because again, He's just fucking pandering, saying, "See, this is a minority that's on your side."
Yeah, he did the Goodfellas shit. Like, when I grew up, I wanted to be a gangster or some shit. We're supposed to give a fuck about him as a kid, thinking like, oh. If you want to be honest, he should have said, as a kid, I always wanted to scam people with my shitty movies. He should have said that. That would have made more sense. That would have been true.
Yeah.
And he nailed it. He lived the American dream. Good job, fucker.
Yeah. And if you take this movie in a bubble, you would not know who Dinesh D'Souza is. Yeah. Like, you don't know anything about him. Like, it's all metatextual. You only know about him because you know him outside of the movie. Because he doesn't explain who he is or his point. All you know is he's extremely conservative and he's Indian. Like, that's all you know about him from the movie. You don't.
He has a wife. He has a wife because he brought it up. He was like, my wife Debbie. I was like, all right.
My wife.
And she produced the movie too because I saw D'Souza or whatever.
D'Souza Productions.
Yeah. It said produced by Dinesh D'Souza and Debbie D'Souza. I was like, who the hell's that? I'm assuming his wife. And he said later, like, he mentioned his wife for no reason. I don't even think it was a reason. I think he just said, my wife and me. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
no one cares about your wife. Yeah. Who is his wife?
I don't know.
I want to know. Look her up. Imagine that's the singer. No, because I want to know if that was the singer. Like, cause that singer, who the fuck was that singer? The first singer where she was singing?
I don't know.
I really thought they were promoting someone, and I was like, is that his wife? Like, I just want to know. I really did, because I was just like, this is weird. And then they did the gospel thing at the end. I was like, oh, okay, they just put music in it then.
Yeah, well,
because it came out of nowhere. She just started singing. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's not her. No. I see his wife. It's not her.
Well, her name's Debbie, so I assume she was probably white or something, but I don't know. But he came to America. I don't know, but I guess not. But yeah, I just want to know, like, did they just promote? Like, I was surprised they didn't like promote her album at the bottom too.
Oh,
like, yeah. There's one big commercial.
Yep.
Fuck.
Holy shit! I popped up his Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It has fucking flags all over it.
It has flags? Really?
This article has multiple issues. The trial of this article is disputed. This article may require copy editing for encyclopedia tone. This example and perspective in this article may not include all significant viewpoints. This article contains too many or too lengthy quotations.
Nice. Yeah.
This shit is fake. So, alright, well, douchebag dick sucker is
the dick sucker.
The dick sucker.
Dick the sucker.
Oh, he is a douchebag. I'm sorry. Maybe he's not a dick sucker. We'll see in his next movie.
Maybe he'll suck some dick.
Well, then don't condemn it though. Actually, no, that's not what the right is about. The right isn't about that.
He's really progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll suck a dick. Wow. All right. Maybe I'm right now. I guess I was wrong. I guess I'm all right now. He got me. He made some real good points in his last 25 fuck Democrats movies.
Oh, this is the guy that was fucking talking shit on the fucking Florida shooting kids.
Oh, was he?
No, that was Alex Jones, right?
No. He tweeted, and I quote, he showed a picture of them, said, quote, "Worst news since their parents told them to get summer jobs."
Oh, really? Wow. That's the guy? Wow. Whew. That's good. That should be on the poster.
Let's edit there. Progressive.
Progressive. There you go.
Very progressive.
Well, there you go. Good job, Danganronpa. You nailed it.